Hey, if you don't know me,
well, for one, I don't see why you're watching this as your first video of mine, because this is an update, not content.
I'm Donnie. The few of you who know me mostly know this channel, and by extension myself, as Mister Awesomness. And what I do is attempt to make videos based off multiple formats with no specific topic just yet. I'm planning on dipping my feet into lots of different options, but what I'm actually here to talk about is a few, I guess you might say, changes, updates, maybe an explanation or two on what the ever-loving
heck
I've been doing all these years since that first abomination I call a video was released. For starters, let's just say I suck at staying engaged in an activity that doesn't have an enforced deadline. I can create my own all I like, but that hardly ever makes me actually crunch to finish a project, except on Halloween for some reason. Instead, I just put it off or straight up give up on it, which yes, may give a small temporary feeling of satisfaction in not having to put in effort, but in the end it just hurts more seeing how I could have done something and had been successful, but instead just laid back and did nothing to better myself. So far the only consistency my channel even has is Halloween, but I want to try and fix that. I can't guarantee perfection or weekly, maybe not even monthly videos. Production is difficult after all, even for someone who has better time management than myself, but all I can promise is I'm trying. Secondly, life stuff has happened. I'm not here to try venting out on YouTube for some random ass reason, just thought I'd mention I'm trying to balance working life away for $16 an hour and having any trace of life left outside of that. Anyway, I mainly wanted to discuss some changes I want to make. For one, as you can tell, my art style fluctuates all the damn time. I just never actually felt 100% content with my art skills. Even now, I consider myself bottom tier trash compared to most artists you might find out there. I just do my best, and that ends up not being that much. We'll see in the future if I stick to this one. Only time will tell. Oh, also, I plan on changing the channel name itself. Mister Awesomness.
Besides for the fact that it's the most cringe name I've heard on this godforsaken earth.
It's a really old username back from when I was like 13, 14 years old. I thought it would stick, but yeah, it turns out I'm not a fan. I actually don't like sucking my own dick. Go figure. But the good news is I have found something that has stuck. In fact, it's stuck for about 2 years now. I use this new name in literally everything.
Except Animal Crossing for some reason.
So don't feel alarmed if suddenly you see some weird bloke called GamurSnek in your subscriptions. It's just me being as bipolar as ever. I like this a lot more, and it actually feels reliable. I even have a decently fleshed out icon you'll see a lot more of, including my new YouTube avatar once I figure out how to change that. Anyway, I guess that's all I can think of to address. And hey, if you're actually still around and watching this, here's a little teaser for what actual video I plan on making next.
Oh, these are pretty cool bananas.
Look at this, the end of the video. The checks, notes, and slate and card, something on those lines. If you want more consistent content out of me, try checking out my Twitter. It's like 12% less cringe than most of the rest of Twitter. I promise. I'm not really political there, just stupid. I promise, okay? I swear. I promise. Also, believe it or not, I have a Discord server, although it's not dedicated to being a fan server for myself. That would, yeah, it's not cool. No, this server is actually called Buff Bros Club. Normally, I only invite people who I deem worthy of having the title of Buff Bro. But if you're watching this, you must already be worthy for trooping so far into the video. It's a little quiet there sometimes, but we focus mainly on being the buffest of bros and chads there. I look forward to seeing you there. Also, before you get a misunderstanding, it's not actually about being buff or being extremely into fitness. It's just a fun little trope I came up with a while back. I'll tell you the story if you show up and ask. That's all for now, and remember, have a beautiful life.